The last session we have discussed with triggers condition, and to open the job of sequential flow, this is the job that we are discussing previously for triggers condition. In the last job we don't have output, so we cannot find a triggers tab here, and these all the conditions run are okay. To just elaborate the previous session, I'm just going on. Okay, so now we have another wonderful important action and item, that is execution action. So execution action, we have run, reset if required, then run, validate only, reset only. Okay. First of all, I hope in one of the session we are discussing with sequencers, and we have seen one job is aborted, and without compiling, again if I try to run, it is not able to run. It is aborting the sequence. I made a note saying that please note this point. We will discuss regarding this in the next sessions. Okay, so related to that we are going to discuss now run, execution action, and reset if required, then run, validate only, reset only. Okay, here I'll cover some topics like validate only, which is very unique in runtime in that ETL tools. Now we have this execution action, run, reset if required, then run, validate only, reset only. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you is I'm just compiling this, and before to that I'll open the director after compilation. So run director. I'll take a job which is aborted. I'll just open the job. I'm sorry. Okay, and sequencer. In the sequencer folder only we have these all jobs, which sequencer is compiled right now. Okay. Now I'm going to abort this job because I don't see the file that I mentioned in the source. Compile. Okay. Now my sequencer is running and the execution action is run. Okay. Execution action is run. Compile. The sequencer I'm compiling now. Run. So now if I run, the transformer job will abort because of file is not found. And it goes for the further sessions, further transformation, further jobs or not, we'll see. It is going on. Okay, but what is the technical condition I have given? I'll just check. It should not run right. Okay, I given otherwise. Okay, fine, no problem. So that is the reason it is running. Apart from these, okay, everything, no, it will run. So anything otherwise and unconditional both are same, but only the thing the runtime will be different. Okay, it is showing finished C log. Okay, now assume that I am making this expression type as failed only. Means even the otherwise is fine and aborted is fine. So I'm giving aborted. That means that the next job should run. The next job should run. Sample load job, copy operator job should execute. But now see, I'm just running. Now the sequencer will abort. It will not continue. Because why? The reason see. The transformer job did not execute. The transformer job did not execute. Compiled and not running. Because the execution mode is in run. Execution mode is in run. Okay, what is the solution for this? So here we have run means it will just run. Means that is the reason what we do before loading or moving these jobs to somewhere, we compile them and move to the next level, either next server. So here also the sequence flow the job should run means they should be compiled status. If they are aborted, they should be not aborted or anything. First of all, they should run means that should be in compiled status only. Without that, you cannot run. But some cases in the production, sometimes due to some reasons, job may be fail. In that case, every time we go and we cannot go and run compile and we can place them, then these sequences will run. It's not like that. It is a manual kind of thing. So automatically, if you want to run, reset if required, then run. Run will be the execution action. Run will be only run in the jobs which are in the compiled status. But reset if required, then run means the some situations like this. If job is aborted due to some reason, due to file is not found, that is not actually the job problem. That is like source system problem. So the source system problem rectified means they sent a file. Now the file is in the place, but job is aborted because of previously it is aborted because of the file missing. Now the job file is there, but the job should run means it should be compiled. It should be compiled. But whereas if you don't put execution action as reset if required, then run, you cannot run until I cannot run until you can to compile, and manually you need to compile. So what you do, reset if required, then run means if it is aborted, it will reset. Maybe the job will be aborted. Now see the sequencer will completely run. Now the transformer job is running, it is failed, and the sequence is still running, and it goes to the sample load job, and next it continues with the next jobs. So even though the job is aborted, it is compiled. So that is the very important thing that we should maintain in every job activity. The execution action should be reset if required, then run. So if required means what? In aborted status only, it should be reset. So this is one of the important execution action that we maintain in the real time event. So validate only, reset only. So what happens if you say validate only, reset only? First of all, reset only, I'll tell you. Reset means the same job. For example, if you want to do only run, then what you do, you just make the job that call and you put here only the reset only. So once you reset, then the job will run. So this is two way. In some cases, yes, you should do like that only because maybe in this job, in this job activity, there may be other sequencer called. Again, that sequencer, again the parallel job or server job will be called. So that is a lack of process. So in that cases, you cannot do within the stage. So in that case, what you can do, you can put a job activity for that particular job, and you can say only reset. So after reset, you can make this execution as run. So, or else if you don't see any dependencies and if you see only single job as we are doing now, so then put reset if required, then run. Then directly you can run, no problem. You know, it don't require here. So reset only is a different one, and validate only. The other one is validate only. So this validate only option I'll show you in the job level. I'll go into this transformer job only. Okay. See now, this job is compiling. Now this job should be aborted. Correct? Compilation is fine. What will happen at compilation time? Compilation time, it will check with the values will of mandatory fields. Mandatory fields. So what does mandatory fields mean? See, this file is in a red color. In this particular stage, file option is in a mandatory option. It will check whether these options are filled with values or not at compile time. It will not check whether they are correct or not. It will not check whether they are present or not. But if you go and click on run button, it is asking to do compilation because some changes happened. Okay. Now see here validate only. Once you click on validate, what will happen? See, it will not pop up any error or any pass value or anything. So just if you try to click on run, it will give run. Okay. If validation is failure, for example, I'll show you the validation part in another job. See here. Here, these also mandatory, which are with red color star marks. These are also mandatory. For example, I have given this password as wrong. I typed something. Now click on compile, and now click on run, and now click on validate. So value is passed, but the value is wrong. So once you click on run button, it will tell you that the SQL load run jobbable state, runnable state, not in runnable state. It may need to recompile it. This current status is failed validation because what it is saying, it is not able to find this password. So it will not allow you to run. It will not allow you to run. So this is your validation. So it will not compile time whether this value is provided or not. It will check. But at runtime, what will happen? At validation time, what will happen? It will check whether that value is correct or not. Value is correct or not. So now, if you click on validate, even it doesn't populate any pop-up that validation is failed or something. But if you try to run, then it will show you the run button directly. So this is what validation. So if you want to do only such kind of validation, you can put as execution action validate only. So execution action run means if the jobs which are in compile status, those jobs are going to run. And if you say reset if required, then run. If job is aborted and it will reset, it means like compilation thing. It will reset and it will run the job at the sequential level. Validate only. It will only validate the values of the particular job. Reset only we have discussed as the activity which we put reset and next we can put run. So that is like reset if required then run only. But the two activities we are maintaining. But we thought that if you want to go with one, we reset if required then run. So these are the execution action items that we can have in the job activity that we had in the job activity. So triggers conditions we have seen and job, how do we call a job and the job name, how do we specify. So using job activity, we did some technical stuff that we discussed. These are like basics of sequencer using activity stage. Okay, job activity stage. So job activity is the active stage which is used to call a parallel job or a server job into the sequence. Okay, so in the next sessions we'll discuss with some other topics. Thanks for watching this video.